You may be asking, how does one get started applying the second nature method? The answer depends on whether you are an absolute beginner or have already learned some of the fundamentals to your preferred craft. I call this the two paths. I will name these two paths traditional and self-paced. The traditional second nature method path has advantages for those that already have some degree of knowledge over their practice, have covered fundamentals, or are seekers of complete self-mastery. It focuses on becoming a student of life and polishing all of our senses in day-to-day activity. It has a more rigorous step-by-step process, but in no way has to be linear. The ultimate goal of the traditional path is self-mastery. Self-mastery can be considered in terms of the method when one's technical capacities do not hinder the performance, and one has the best degree of fluidity while performing the craft or skill. On the other hand, the self-paced path is designed for complete beginners, and its ultimate goal is to grow a sense of passion and joy out of performing the craft. Let's dive deeper into the traditional path. The first step is to brush up on the craft's history throughout time if you haven't done that already. Here, we can start by applying a maieutic reasoning exercise. Maieutic reasoning is a concept that comes from the ancient Greeks and establishes a back-and-forth question-based dialogue in order to bring knowledge into our consciousness. We do this sort of questions to ourselves in order to develop a holistic view of the skill. Another step along these lines is to get acquainted with the manufacturing or construction of the materials needed for the craft. Guitar players could search schematics of guitar design, and a painter can make the pigments themselves, entering into a new dimension of craftsmanship. If the student who seeks mastery has still to learn the theory of the skill, it's suggested they seek canonical textbooks from the skills pedagogy rather than apps or YouTube videos. Not as a limitation, but in order to really get in depth with the research process.